None of you as leaders can do anything unless you have the right people working with you and around you. That's
the interest of others above your own.
A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way.
Happiness plays a major role in your wealth.
Organizations that embrace holistic, whole-brain approaches to business or to life are the organizations that will make it in the 21st century.
Because using both Sues out there and using men out there will just be for the betterment of all South Africans.
Leadership is thrust upon you, and once that happens, you then have to grow into that position. So
You have no other choice but to lead and to fulfill your own purpose.
in your growth towards leadership.
It is now more about empowering others, about developing others.
Happiness is something that it's a journey, not a destination. It's something that every day you cultivate within yourself.
That ideas that women come up with receive more scrutiny.
Element of surprise is your biggest thing in your toolkit. So they underestimate you, they don't see you coming, and in that way you can be so much more successful.
It's about the concept of actual ownership. Complete and utter investment in the DNA of what you are doing.
Call it some kind of a partnership of dreams between the organization and the employees.
We kind of live the philosophy that, learning by doing. You need to fall to sort of, learn to also take ownership and pride of what you do.
Your leaders need to be strong enough to create that vision, create that strategy that everybody works together towards, and as much as is possible, get everybody operating in the same direction.
Because in my mind, the sole role of the leader in a business, get the culture right.
You learn from your failures and you learn from the successes. But
again, folks, it's questions, not long statements. Okay.
How has that positively influenced your business, and why did you make that decision?
The ratio of men to women in the office is
what?
Is more towards women, probably 70-30 towards women. And since we did that, the business has been much more successful. So.
I'm just getting word in my ear that there's a problem outside the convention center. I know that we've got live cameras. Are we able to just look at the screen and perhaps see what is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, Beatbox Morgan.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it.
If nothing else, South Africans have an ingenuity which is better than anywhere else in the world.
We are an equitable society.
And your body is amazing. It actually heals itself. It creates new bones. So
that I can actually make something of my life, and that pain and agony was what fueled me into where I am today.
So that we can have free education for everyone.
It's very money focused. It sells newspapers, it sells magazines, it gets tons of social media.
So
you call it tacky, but it works. If you don't have a budget, that's what you got to do.
You must understand that when you experience that failure, the best way to overcome it is to be disciplined about keeping that process in place and to nyamazela.
This is actually where we could be as opposed to where we are right now.
And how to motivate young people in this current climate that we are.
Instead of passion, look at what your burden is. Because burden is passion unattended.
For me, staying relevant and teaching people the power they have to change the world that they live in, because I think young people in South Africa, that's what they want to do.
You have all been insightful and interesting. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate it.
mahlale sulile ababhaya bahlale bathukile sifuna labantwana bahloso bathola bathulile mina njalo mhlawumbe